Hello, everyone. RBG Kingdom Kid here, back with another live stream of Horizon Forbidden West. How y'all doing today? Hope y'all having a great Thursday. Hope y'all have had a great week so far. For me, it's been... How do I even explain it? It's been a weird week. Not in a bad way or in a good way. It's just been a week that's like, I don't know, it's hard to explain for me. So it's just one of those weeks where it's like, well, nothing's happened, or I don't know. It's hard to explain. It's just one of those days, I suppose, or weeks, I suppose. But yeah, guys, sorry I'm a little bit late. It's totally my fault. I turned things on a little late, and there was an update for Horizon, so I had to wait for that. So yeah. But anyway, guys, as you all know, I live stream every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. We are live streaming Horizon Forbidden West every Thursday, and Elden Ring every Tuesday and Saturday at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. And if you miss any of those streams, guys, they will always be uploaded to the channel the following day at 3 p.m. Central Standard Time. But of course, guys, I release videos every single day as well at 11 a.m. and 1 p.m. Central Standard Time, or at 8 a.m. and 2 p.m. if it's a day that I'm streaming. Currently, guys, we have Kirby and the Forgotten Lands coming out in the earlier slot. Loving that game. I fucking love Kirby so much. It's so good. Can't wait for you guys to see all that I have done in that game. And then, of course, guys, we have Triangle Strategy coming out in the later slot. We just wrapped up, or is this... I can't remember if yesterday or today. I think it's today. I think today is going to be the release of the third ending before we start our way to the true ending in Triangle Strategy. So be on the lookout for that as well. But yeah, guys, very excited. Let's just get right in. So there's a few things I want to do first before we continue on with story in Horizon. There's a couple of things. There's two side things I want to do quickly. I guess technically three. And then after that, it should all be story-based. There should be nothing else left for us to do. At least anything that I think is interesting enough to do. Because, I mean, yeah, we have a shit ton of, like, side quests and stuff to do. But I feel like they're not really that important. But, yeah. So I came here.
Here for some training?
And,
I set up something new you might be interested in.
And it's now able for us to... Not tutorials. I did everything in order to do the Pitmaster fight. So let's do that. Because I don't know what's going to happen after I get my third thing. So then we can get the Enduring.
Good set of attacks.
Oh, good.
Ooh, well fought in there. You really know how to knock someone out. Here, this mark is yours.
Thanks. That makes 3.
Yeah, then I think it's time for you to face the Enduring.
Will you tell me who they are now?
You'll see soon enough. Go to the mountains north of the Desert Clan's territory. The Enduring awaits where the ruins of Metal Wings rise from the mountain. Good luck. And if you're looking for more practice, this pit remains open to you. I know I'd gladly accept a rematch.
No.
See you later, Tanalo.
I'll be here.
I'll be here. There's a fire rat. There it is. Guess technically here.
I'm going to petition to join the chief's guard. My strength is yours. Hey, it's a Karo's champion.
Okay.
If only my blood could have earned honor against the Gala.
Your courage serves you well.
All right, let's go see who the Enduring is, or what about them. So yeah, this could be the last
Here somewhere in an ancient plane. Now that I have all three marks, I can challenge them, whoever they are.
This could actually end up being the last stream of Horizon Forbidden West too. I guess it all depends on how long it takes me to do this side quest, and if there's
Better check it out.
anything else that happens.
That's the Enduring. And she's sleeping? Hello?
Oh, must have dozed off again. Oh, aren't you a wild flame?
Are you the Enduring?
Oh, that's what they call me. Azureka the Enduring. What do they call you?
A lot of things, actually. But my name's Aloy. I heard you're the best fighter among the clans. But you're not what I expected.
We can't all be as handsome as Hikaru, now can we?
I earned 3 marks from the training pits. I was told to come here and challenge you to a duel, but do you still even...
Ha! Here we are. Now then, Aloy. Marks. I'll add it to the pile. Come, sit.
I'll add it to the pile.
Lizard?
No thanks.
Not good to fight on an empty stomach, you know. But now I know you're direct. Good. To business, then. Come, follow.
Where are we going?
To the pit, of course.
You built your own training pit out here?
Well, you don't expect us to fight in my own home, do you?
Good point.
Yeah, I was not expecting it to be like this either. But I mean, we'll see.
This is a pretty steep climb.
I'll just be glad you don't have to carry me on your back.
Like Yoda.
You know, there've been quite a few storms blowing through here over the last few months. Nasty things. Blustering about and making a fuss.
Yeah. There's a village nearby that flooded after a recent storm.
Oh, Bleeding Mark. Well, those soldiers are tough as a behemoth's flank. I'm sure they'll be all right.
Seriously, you had to walk around me to keep going forward? I don't know. I don't
Here we
understand the
are.
AI of this game so
Come.
far. Sometimes.
Let's begin.
Huh.
Well, Aloy, the pit awaits. Now listen up. You're allowed your spear and a bow only, nothing else. We fight until the other yields. Ready?
Wait. I have a couple of questions first.
Should have asked back at the fire. Could have had a snack. Go on, then.
Aside from at the Grove, the clans seem to keep to themselves. So, how did you end up training soldiers from all three?
Hikaru approached me after he became chief. Spoke of his vision for a united tribe. How the training pits might serve that. By then, I'd fought so many Tanakh. I knew that every clan had great soldiers. So I agreed.
The pitmaster said you only train the best fighters. Like who?
All of those boys, for one. Poor Varrock must still be brooding over his loss. Before them, Hikaru, some 20 years ago. A few of his marshals have found their way to me over the years. All went home with bruises.
What about Regala?
Ah, that one. She came to me, demanded her duel, as was her right. But I refused her. The only one. I knew any lesson of mine would be burned away by her rage.
Why do you live all the way out here? By yourself?
If you really want to know, defeat me.
Alright. Let's do this then.
Don't hold back,
Let's do this.
Aloy.
I'm
I
gonna
won't.
beat your ass.
Getting tired.
Holy fuck.
Give me your fire. Come on, show me your work.
How come I don't have a dedicated dodge? Oh, yeah, I do.
You should eat more. You might break my block.
Alright. I yield.
Damn.
Failure teaches its own lessons. Do you want to try again?
I'm ready to try again.
That's my girl.
That's my girl.
You won't score a hit like that. Did you come all this way to lose? Many challengers come
There we go. Jesus, that took a while. Ow.
All right.
Fuck you!
Show me how the door.
Fuck you!
Failure teaches its.
Yeah.
I'm ready to try. Change of plans.
You should have eaten that lizard.
Jesus!
It takes strength to endure. We fight, and if we're strong.
Got her.
Yield. Well done, Aloy.
Woo.
Someone must have trained you well.
You're pretty tough yourself.
Many challengers have trained with me over the years, each one the same as the last in one way or another. But you're
How am
quick,
I different? Oh.
persistent, stubborn. You fight as someone who has always had to stand alone to survive. I know it as I know myself. You may not be of my blood, but you are of my blade, cut from the same steel. So here is my wish for you, Aloy. Do more than just survive. Flourish.
Flourish.
The world will be better for it.
I'll do my best.
I know you will. Now, let me see that spear.
Ooh. Power up?
Careful.
Pretty thing, but I can make it better. There.
Thank you.
Twist, twist.
You've had a hard journey for one so young, and you have much more to do, still, I think. I'd like to believe I've had some small part in preparing you.
You have. And if I wanted to train with you again,
You'd be most welcome. Aloy, did you want to train more?
I defeated you. So will you tell me now why you live out here alone?
Persistent. Good. I've lived longer than almost anyone in the tribe. But for Tenakth, living is for the young. Year after year, from one vendetta to the next, everyone I loved fell to the blade. My squad, my children, their children, all dead.
How?
I alone endured. After a while, I found reminders of them everywhere. In every soldier's laugh, the echoes of my squad on the eve of the battle that got them killed. In every young face, the memory of my granddaughter's bright eyes, fired up for blood and glory. So it was time to be alone.
If you've lost so many people, why do you train more fighters?
That's simple, girl. It's the only thing I know how to do.
I need to be going.
There you go.
Strike true, Aloy. And remember your training. No more running. Fight.
My spear damage has increased. I'm okay with that. Okay, so that was the... I can't level this up until I get 5. That's all done. And I guess I could do one of these, but I don't think I really want to do any of those. I think what I should do is focus on maybe on these. There. That one. Now that side quest is done, there's still one more side quest I want to do, which I can't believe I still have one unknown thing left. Like, what the fuck? Oh yeah, and once we are able to fly, I want to do that last tunnel. Like, I kind of forgot about that. Yep, I guess it's technically these. I want to do these since they're all good. Okay, where's the nearest campfire? It's down there. That wasn't a bad fight. I actually really enjoyed it quite a bit. And the story as a whole wasn't bad either.
Time to fight.
Oh god. Just leave me alone.
Oh, they haven't found me yet.
Alright, here we are.
Rebels. Danor's in trouble.
Uh-oh.
They made me.
I'll cover you!
I'm sorry, what the fuck?
Rebels. Danor's in trouble.
up against the savior of Meridian.
Yeah.
Everyone okay? Aloy, over here.
What's up?
Talk about... Those Tenaks showed up from nowhere. I appreciate the assist.
Glad I could help. And I got those behemoth parts. Plus, I found what Warren was looking for in the water. Somehow, he knew there were ancient ruins there. I salvaged what I could.
There we go.
I guess those stories he loved paid off. Too bad he never got to see the ruins.
So, time to make that armor.
Right.
Something wrong?
I found a message from Warren on the backside of the map. It just said, take care of them, Denor. The man who always had a plan left me in charge of our crew.
And that's... bad?
I barely know what I'm doing half the time. What was he thinking?
From where I'm standing, you've been doing a pretty good job looking out for everyone.
There we go. Yay.
Guess we have been able to hold our own. And now I'll make sure we win those shards for our efforts, too. If you ever make it back to Barren Light, you should stop by our main camp. I'll probably have this armor ready by then. You could come see us win Karuf's prize.
Maybe I will.
I see the nurse taking his new job pretty seriously. Good on him.
I hope to see you back in no man's land, Huntress.
You got a weapon? Oh, whatever, as I looked at it already. More health over machines or deal more damage on a mount. No, I might as well get this, then I have all my skills spent. All right, let's see who won this this thing now. Because we've done them all, I believe.
Nice, very nice. I gotta say, these are some good pieces. Each set has great parts, but overall, none of them scream best in the West, you know? But not to worry, I might be able to pull in some favors. Sell these sets instead.
What about the prize?
Well, no one really brought what I asked for, so I'll just keep that and get going.
What? You've got to be kidding me!
This is unacceptable. After all the work we did,
Not so fast, Karif. You said each set had great parts. So make a set that combines them.
she's right. It'd make the perfect defense against the Forbidden West. A creative and communal endeavor. I approve.
And since everyone came up with part of it, they should all get the shards you promised.
Haha.
Fine. Then just forge the armor, give it to me, and I'll take it back east.
And let you walk away with our best work? No. Let the savior...
Hey, there we go.
She'll test it out properly.
Best armor in the Forbidden West. Tested by the savior of Meridian herself. Not a bad selling point. Okay, you all got yourselves a deal. I'll go get things ready with my business contacts then.
You do that.
Don't go anywhere. This won't take long.
I hope it's good looking. Is this actually the best armor in the entire game, probably? We'll see.
This armor ought to be worthy of the greatest hunter in the Forbidden West.
Thank you. So, what now?
That little spot we found in the desert kinda grew on me. Wouldn't mind sticking around. There's still plenty of salvage to be done out here.
Looks like we're all staying in the west.
Of course you are.
I guess I'll be seeing you around then. Thanks again for the armor. You all put a lot into it.
Using those behemoth parts for the armor. Would have never thought of that.
It paired up nicely with your roller
Only
back cell.
experience? Come on, you should have at least
You
given me
actually hunted
some
one down.
skill points for this. Ooh, wrong button. All right, Osserin Artificer. From scraps to supremacy. Thanks to Craft Salgene Unlimited. I think it's my only legendary armor so far, so... I think the only thing is I just aren't good against frost and plasma, so... Other than that, it's not bad, so... But then again, I could put that old defenses on there, so... Is there a workbench here? Ah, yeah, there it is. Let's see if I can upgrade that outfit. I cannot. Oh, Lord. Dreadwing stuff and Frostclaw. Oh, boy. You need a lot of shit in order to upgrade this thing.
Hello to you too.
Alrighty. Well, that's all done with the side stuff. Now, time to make everyone cry. And let them all know about Varl's death. This is gonna be great. Hey, buddies, amigos, pals.
When you're wounded, you have to strike back. Draw blood.
Hey, can I get one damn minute to mourn my friend?
Regala is going to
they know he's
slaughter my
dead.
tribe to overthrow Hikaru. The Zeniths have Beta and Gaia. We can't sit around wallowing in our losses.
Katalo's right. We must fight.
All right, so what are we gonna do, huh? Take on all of Regala's rebels?
Not to mention the Zeniths. What can we even do? Throw ourselves at their base?
Something like that. So...
After we lost contact with you, we regrouped and went to Gemini.
Oh.
What happened? The recording we found on Varl's focus cut off when that Zenith Eric...
The Zeniths were tracking Hephaestus. When Gaia trapped it in Gemini, they knew where we were. After Varl tried to stop them. They took Beta and Gaia. I only survived because one of the Zeniths turned against the others to save me.
One of them? Well... At least we didn't lose you too. So what do we do now?
We're going to defeat the Zeniths. And get Beta and Gaia back. But first... we're going to stop Regala.
How?
Back in Gemini, Beta gave me... a gift. There's something I need to do first to make it work, but it could put an end to the bloodshed.
Word is, Regala's readying her army for an all-out assault on the Grove.
Yep.
I need to be there.
I know. Go. Stand with Hikaru. And keep an eye on
It's
the
not a
sky.
bad armor set, but I'm not a big fan of how it
True as the
looks.
ten.
Like, it's not as cool as
The rest
the
of
best
you,
armor in the first game
Whatever
was.
preparations you need to make, upgrades, resupplies, get on it. It won't be long before we take the fight to the Zenith.
We'll be ready, Aloy. And when you're ready, meet me outside the east exit. I'd like to have a word in private.
Even when things are darkest, you're the flame that lights the way forward.
Just tell me one thing. Am I gonna get to smash up a bunch of Zenith bastards?
We all are.
Good.
Hell's yeah.
Before I do anything else, I should check on Zoe. It sounded important.
I love that just doing that shit automatic, like, sometimes will give me that stuff. Nope, still missing.
You look busy.
My studies are a good distraction, especially after Cauldron Gemini. Varl, Beta, Gaia, gone. And that's just the beginning. The Zeniths want to rob us of our future, too.
We won't let that happen. Tilda, the Zenith that Beta mentioned, she was the one who rescued me.
Did she say why?
She knew Elizabeth Sobek. Seems to think helping me is honoring her in some way. She was willing to share information on both Silence's plans and the other Zeniths.
But you still don't trust her.
Not fully.
Where I come from, the more valuable the knowledge shared, the higher the price extracted. I'd be careful if I were you, Aloy.
How are you holding up?
Varl's loss is heavy on everyone's mind. I didn't know him well, but I can see how much he meant to the others. Zoe and Erend seem to have taken to it the hardest, but I don't quite know what to say to them.
They need time to sort through it.
And what about you? Will time heal your wounds?
No. Emotional damage!
Seems like everyone's ready to take the fight to the enemy.
Kotallo more than most. If I were this Regala, I wouldn't want to cross him on the battlefield.
Regala still has a lot of machines on her side.
That's where you come in, I suspect.
If my plan works. So, all of the tribes here are new to you?
Yes. I've been studying up on them. The most fascinating one thus far has been the Tenakth. An entire culture based on the holograms of an ancient museum. There's much they've misinterpreted, not unlike the Quen. But still, there's a nobility to what they've become. They're honorable and fearless.
And deadly.
Yes, very deadly.
I should get going. Be ready to go on my signal, okay?
I won't let you down.
I know.
Did Kitaro just leave? He must have left. Hey, Aaron, let's play Strike. No, I'm not doing that.
I thought you were gonna go fight some Tenakth.
I wanted to check in with you first.
Yeah, don't worry about me. I'm just, picking up the pieces like everyone else. I'll be there when you need me.
I never doubted that.
Oh, good. I'm glad you're back.
So am I. Do you think Zoe will be okay?
I don't think anyone's ever okay after losing the one they love. I can't tell you she's handling it better than I ever did. That keeps the rest of us level-headed.
Oh my god, you can't play Strike. I'm not doing that.
You'll have to stay back here a little longer.
Well, you go do what you gotta do, but are you okay? It's not just Varl we lost. Beta's gone. I almost lost it when I realized my sister had been taken by Dervahl back in the Sundom.
I'm getting her back. That's all that matters.
Understood.
I need to get going.
You better get there
I
before
think-
Katalo tries to take on Regala's entire army
I
by
think
himself.
what I liked the most about from the previous stream was
Don't go
I loved how Beta and Aloy's relationship kind of like evolved. You know, how Aloy was like, I want nothing to do with her, such and such and such and such. And then they had that moment in the previous stream. And then when she was talking to her via that connection,
Hey, do you
and
have a
she
moment?
said like,
Sure.
what I said to Beta is stays between me and my sister. I'm like, oh, I
Jill
love
was the
that
one who
so
rescued
much.
me. Same one that spoke to Beta when none of the others would.
Did she say why she saved you?
She knew Elizabeth Sobek. Seems to think helping me is honoring
Don't know
her
why
in
this
some
is
way.
here again.
She was willing to share information on both Silence's plans and the other Zeniths.
But you still don't trust her. Where I come from, the higher the price, I'd be careful.
Okay, I don't know why that was
I gotta go.
there again. I mean, the beginning bit was a little bit different, but still, it's like, what the fuck?
I can feel this frost down to my bones.
Over here, Aloy.
Alright, Zoe. Did you make seeds for him?
We would come out here to tend to the garden. Sometimes I needed fresh air. Other times we would simply sit and watch the sunrise. So when we returned from Gemini, it seemed fitting that he be laid to rest here. Now he can always look out at Plainsong and further east to the Nora sacred lands.
He would have liked that.
He often spoke of his sister, Bala. He said she used to gather her favorite golden blooms and tie them to her spear. Their mother called it useless, but Bala was stubborn.
Yeah, she seemed like that.
It wasn't easy. But I tracked down the flower. Gathered its seeds. As verdant limbs wither, roots rot in snow, still the sea rises, as certain as stone.
And copyright stricken. No, I'm kidding.
From death follows new life. So it is with the land. And so it is with us. I'm with child.
Oh, shit! I was actually gonna joke about that. Like, beforehand, it's like, oh, she's pregnant, but it's like, no, fuck!
One day, I'll bring our child here. We'll sit among the blooms.
I was seriously about to joke that she's pregnant. Like, oh, she's gonna tell me that she's pregnant. And then I was like, ah, I'm kidding. And then, nope, she just...
To thank him for saving my life, sure, but also for not giving up on me.
He always knew.
He's a good friend. I think I mentioned this before, but it's like, unfortunately, Varl was the one that had to die out of this group because you had a side quest with everyone else. And it's like, well, I'm not doing the side quest now, but...
I promise to look after them.
You're gonna be an auntie! Aloy.
I'll try to visit again when I can. But for now, I need to go to the fabrication terminal to install the new override on my spear. Then I'll use it on a sunwing and get ready for an entrance Regala will never forget.
Oh, that's the last override thing that was there. That one was the blank one.
Before I forget, I watered those plants for you.
Oh?
I just know they meant a lot to you, and well.
Thank you, Aaron.
Think you can manage things here while I go help Akaro?
Stopping Regala's war. It'll help us take the fight to the Zeniths?
Yes.
Then I'll make sure the rest of us are ready upon your return.
Okay. I know we both want to make the Zeniths pay for what they've done, but once we infiltrate their base, our priority will be to get Gaia and Beta out of there.
Don't worry. I won't go seeking revenge like some blood-crazed Tenakth. Wherever your arrow strikes, mine will follow.
Let's hope we hit our targets.
Hells yeah.
How's Aaron doing?
For a moment there, he thought he'd lost both you and Varl.
Ooh, that would
But he
have
never
hurt
truly
him
succumbed to
bad.
despair. Guess that Oseram's stubbornness comes in handy sometimes.
We'll be facing Spectre drones soon. Aaron and Katalo have fought them before, so...
Already asked them to run us through some combat drills. Aaron moves like an oaf, but he's good with that hammer.
I need to get going.
Katalo has fought them
What
before?
doing against Regala? You better return to us in one piece.
I'll try.
Hey, Aaron.
Yeah?
I was thinking we could spar for a bit. When you have the time.
Oh, sure. Yeah, of course.
Override installed. Now to find a sunwing. I think there are some roosting at the top of the mountain.
Go to the peak above the base. I still can't believe I haven't found, I can't believe I haven't gotten the,
Okay, I need to find a sunwing to override. Better head up the mountain.
I can't believe I haven't gotten the trophy for, gliding for 1 minute straight uninterrupted. I feel like I should have gotten that trophy when I jumped off of here. Did I do that mission on screen or not? Like, there was a mission that actually involved me climbing up to the top of our base here. Can't remember if I did it on screen or not. Screen. Well, now we know why they keep sun.
Good. There are sunwings up here. We'll have to approach them quietly. Got it.
Hells yeah.
I'm in the air.
I think the Sunwing is what's the machine that's on the cover box with Aloy. So that's pretty cool. Do a barrel roll!
Whoa! Head rush. Tilda, I'm in the air.
Then you'll want to pick up an energy cell on one of the ancient Horus Titans. But first you must send out a pulse to activate them. I've sent you the necessary software. To deploy it, you'll have to override one of the communication machines you refer to as Tallnecks. There's one in the middle of the desert that should do nicely.
On it.
Oh, hey, is that the one that I need to do? Hells yeah, it is. It's the last tall neck. Hells yeah. 2 birds with 1 stone, baby.
There's a tall neck. Need to get on top of its head. Now, how to land this thing. You made it. Just got it. Okay, Tilda. I've overridden the tall neck.
Good. And the energy cells are now primed. Simply pick one up on a Horus. The nearest one should be northwest of your position. Dropping it on Regala's machine should produce quite a spectacle.
Thanks for the assist.
I told you, I want to help.
Whoa! I'm used to that.
All right, so we've done everything that I wanted to do. Now it's all straight up story. So we could wrap this. I said it before, and I said it again. This could be the finale of Rise of Forbidden West, which would be hilarious to me because this would have been one more stream than the first game did. But then again, I feel like I did a lot more side content in that game on streams than I did on this one. But this game is, I feel like has a lot more story too. So.
There's the energy cell. Right on the Titan's back. Got the cell. Now onto the grove. Pulse from Tonic should have reactivated all the energy cells in the region. I should be able to pick up more from the Horus I fled to. It'll be useful. Even after I deal with Rebella.
Actually, I'm curious now, like, it didn't really clear up the fog. If I remember correctly, did doing all the tall necks clear up, at least make it clear, like this clear? I mean, we still have this one down here, so it's like, oh, there's at least another tall neck or something, but, well, what the fuck was that? Oh, Oh, I think I saw that before, but for whatever reason, there wasn't a thing in my thing.
go.
Orgala's inside. Hikara will soon be dead. It's all over, Chaplain.
I gotta drop it now. Here it goes.
How's that? Oh.
Is that... It's Aloy.
She flies on the wings of the Ten.
The tide has turned. Push through!
Yeah! I feel like we've done all the important side quests too.
End of the line, Hakan. Now on your knees, and I'll give you the death you didn't have the spine to give me.
They're down! The machines! All of them! They're down!
What? How's that possible?
Regala!
What's up, bitch?
Enough bloodshed! Let's settle this. You and me.
Easy to say when you're atop a machine.
Well, that was just to get your attention. I don't need any help to take you down.
Fine. I accept your challenge. And once I'm done with you, I'll get to finish the slaughter.
We'll see about that.
The duel is set. Let none interfere.
Bitch, I fought the Enduring. You're gonna be nothing to me.
It's like fighting a watcher. Always the same.
And unlike that fight, I didn't get to heal.
Useless.
Stage one done. Hey, yoink.
All right, so that's how it's gonna be.
That is left of your story.
can't hide forever!
Who said anything about hiding?
You're no challenge. I want
Dunk, dunk, dunk. Ow.
This is where it ends.
Yeah, it is.
This is my place.
That'll keep me on my feet.
Wild of the weak. Take the honor. Live on as a memory. Oh. I will tell all how. Prove yourself worthy.
Oh, what the fuck?
But your tail ends here.
Now, do I get checkpoint or do I have to do the whole fight over? Okay, checkpointed. Sweet.
I will pour my story into you.
Ow.
Okay, pain's easy.
You are as fight! Fight until death!
Ow, 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 ow. Ow, bitch.
Fire! Charge!
Are you fucking kidding me? Fuck your fucking pulse bullshit.
Much better.
Soon your blood will be mine!
No.
Come to me!
Glad I had this.
Is this how you give up your...
Oh my god.
I'll split the muscles from your body and hang you from a...
There we go. Fuck you.
Here I am again, on my knees before bootlets and cowards. Go ahead, run me through.
Shut your mouth, traitor.
It was you who flew in on the wings of the 10. You who challenged her by our rights. You must decide her fate. I spared her once. It only made things worse.
Do I actually get to
Was
choose?
the best of my marshals. What a waste.
She's dangerous, all right. But maybe that's exactly what I need.
Cowards! What more do you have to conspire about?
Whether you live or die.
There's another battle ahead, and she would be helpful in that if that was the case, but I have a feeling she will,
I'm not here to forgive you for your crimes. But there's another battle ahead. Against an enemy more powerful than anything you can imagine. And I need people. A squad. That's willing to do whatever it takes.
I don't want your mercy.
It's not mercy. The battle I'm talking about will be charging into a nightmare.
A better death than this? Yes. My blood is yours. Your enemies are mine.
Hey!
Meet us at our stronghold, in the mountains near Plainsong.
You mean to send her alone? Without even an armed guard?
She does not need it.
I will be there. You have my word.
I'll hold you to it.
Chief, there's something you both need to see. In the throne room.
What up now?
He surrendered to our guards outside the grove. Claims he has an urgent message for the Outlander who defeated Regala.
So, state it.
It's for her alone. From an interested party.
I'm gonna need some privacy.
Clear the room. Put him with the rest of Regala's soldiers.
Okay.
I'll see you back at base.
You saved the tribe. Let me help you with your mission.
No. With Regala gone, you have a chance to build the future you dreamed of. So get to your task.
Then at least allow me to give you this. Armor for the battle ahead.
Oh, there we go.
May it keep you
More armor. Is it going to be better than what I currently have? Probably not. We'll see.
Thank you.
Do you have any idea what you've just done?
Oh, it's a pleasure to see you too, Silence.
Congratulations on your victory. You saved the Tanakh for a few weeks. Unfortunately, you've doomed the entire planet as well.
Wrong. I don't need a Tanakh army to defeat the Zeniths.
Oh, Aloy. Have you learned nothing about the enemy we're up against?
More than you, hiding whatever hole you found. My idea is just better than anything you ever came up with.
Go on.
No, not here. We're doing this my way. Face to face, and with the weapon you've developed.
And why would I agree to that?
Because I'm your only way of beating the Zeniths, and getting the copy of Apollo that's on their ship. So meet me at my base. Mountains west of Plainsong. Time to submit to the inevitable silence and follow the person who actually knows what she's doing. Don't be late. Tilda, you there? I did it. Silence is on board, so head to my base.
Impressive. I'll be there as soon as I can.
Now that I can I might want to see what else I can do before I head back.
May your enemies fall.
Where your
Can I ask
Or
you
did I
something?
grab any more
Of course.
black boxes?
I have more voices for you to preserve.
You honor the fallen.
I had a lot more than I thought I did.
I will make sure the story of these soldiers is told again.
Did the Delvers say anything about where to find the recordings?
Only that she found them in ancient flying machines, and that they were sending out some sort of signal.
There is a locator signal from the recording. I can detect it with my relic. That should help me find any more voices that are out there. What will you do with the recordings?
Well, I'll have to speak to my superiors, and see if we can make space for them. They aren't from the Ten, but the voices of all warriors must be heard and remembered.
Yes, indeed. All right.
I hope you find what you want from these recordings.
Teaches us a lesson about courage.
My blade fought alongside the Outlander.
Sup? Sup, you two?
Aloy, you've added yet another deed to your name, and I'm guessing by the look in your eyes that you're not done yet.
Not quite.
Is there anything we can do? We owe you that much.
After everything you've been through, you're one of the best people to support Hikaru's bid for peace. Not just between the clans, but with the Karja too.
Then I will. You have my word.
And until my last breath, I'll make sure the tribe remembers all that you've done for us.
Yay.
You should try to not cooking while you're here.
Quite an entrance, Aloy.
Ateka, I figured I'd see you here.
Hey.
Of course. The Lowland clan fought for our own today. And like the day Hikaru conquered the Grove, we stand victorious. I see the same look in his eyes as I did then. Hope restored. His vision for us endures.
He'll need your continued support, I'm sure.
And he will
Oh
always...
yeah, I got armor from him.
Thank you for everything.
I want to see how that's like.
Aloy.
I always forget it's not pause button. Tanakh High Marshal. It's not that bad looking. If anything, I do kind of like it better than what I'm currently wearing, but...
In the time it would take me to get a full tripod of...
Out of pure curiosity, how many quests? I guess I probably could have done these two. Actually, no, I couldn't have done this one because I didn't have my Wings of the Ten yet, so... I couldn't do that. I'm trying to think of what ones I could have done before this. Could have done this one, which I should have done, in all honesty. And I... probably could have done all these. It's a lot of them.
I could earn 3 half strikes.
And so the Wings of the Ten found us when things were at their direst.
I'm not some legend come to life, Chitaka.
That may be, but we will always be in your debt.
If it isn't the Flame of the Desert. Aloy, never doubted you knew how to make an entrance, but that, ooh, that was something else.
Didn't think I'd find you here.
You know, I just thought a battle that'll be sung about for generations wouldn't sound as epic if the Desert Commander were missing. I would not have shown Regala mercy. But who might argue with the champion killer?
Your thing's still over your head, and I don't like that.
They shine anew in the visions.
Wish I could have seen Regala's face when she saw you flying on that machine. Wish I could have seen Regala's face
Alright, you're
when
done.
she saw you flying on that machine.
I think we're done here.
Let our blades seek Regala together.
What the hell? How did I never know that before? You could hold up to refill it with stuff in your inventory? Fuck me, dude. But I can only do that when I'm not in combat, though. Alrighty. Is this our last mission? I'm going to make a save. I mean, granted, it'll probably be how it was like in the previous games. Like, oh, you beat the game. But it's saved before your last mission, so. Or 70 hours, damn. This game's fun, man.
Hey, Mr. Know-It-All is here. You know, your focus buddy who never smiles. I didn't know what to do with him, so I had him wait in your room.
Got it. Thanks.
And Regala is here, and what's her name?
Well, Silence. Looks like you finally found a door you could open without me.
I'm glad it's there, actually. It kept me from having to mingle with the company you keep. But enough prattle. I believe you owe me an explanation. Your plans for the Zenith base?
You're right. I do owe you. My spear in your throat for deceiving me again. At the Hades Proving Lab.
I doubt you asked me here for that kind of reckoning.
No. Right now, I need your help. So I'm giving you one final chance. But if you ever betray me again, I will kill you no matter what the circumstance. Understood?
Very well. Though we'll both face a decidedly short future if you can't get us inside that base.
Aloy, your other guest is here. She's, coming to you.
Thanks. Good timing. The truth is, I can't actually get us into the base. But she can.
The company you keep is even worse than I thought.
Not a fan of surprises, are you? Oh, look. That must be your little invention.
Does the weapon work? Without self-destructing?
Of course it does. I've eliminated the imperfections and greatly improved its design and output.
How can we be sure?
Care for a demonstration?
Enough, both of you. We're in this together, at least for now. Go talk to Erend. Tell him I said to give you rooms of your own. I'll come see you when I get a chance.
Oh, no. You first.
Oh boy.
Gotta get everyone in the control room so Tilda can tell us what she knows about the Zenith base.
You know, we've never played Machine Strike together.
Show me more.
I see you've got your new arm ready to go.
Yes.
Why didn't you use it during the fight with Orgala?
I've gotten used to the absence, but no matter. I'm sure I will need it before the attack on the Zenith base is through.
Haven't seen you since the battle at the Grove. How are you holding up?
I saw you fly on the wings of the Ten, and paralyze Regala's army with lightning. I would say that I am inspired.
Thank you, I guess.
It is I who should be thanking you.
Your people keep mentioning the wings of the Ten. What exactly does it mean?
The visions tell us that the Ten flew on great metal machines with wings.
Planes.
And leapt into battle from the sky. For us, to imitate this feat is the ultimate expression of martial prowess. It is why the challengers leap into the arena during the Kulrut. And now, you have done it. Like the deeds of the Ten themselves, it will never be forgotten. So, tell me, how did it feel?
I won't lie. Pretty good.
I can only imagine.
Did you meet Tilda?
There is something about her that doesn't seem natural.
She's not
I
human.
wouldn't be surprised if my sword went through her and she didn't bleed at all.
Honestly, with her, nothing would surprise me. Things will get ugly once the Zeniths realize we're in their base. You'll need every trick you've ever learned.
I would have it no other way. Many soldiers died in the old world to make sure we stood here today. We will endure on their behalf.
Hells yeah.
I am curious how you intend to defeat the Zenith's defenses without an army of our own.
Leave that to me. Just make sure you're ready to fight.
As you say.
As you
You
say.
have more than earned my trust.
Look, I know you're probably not happy about keeping Regala around, but I want her on our side when we fight the Zeniths.
It is more than she deserves. Even so, I will not question your judgment.
Thank you, Katalo. Anything new going on I should know about?
The Quen has been more insistent than usual, asking about the visions at the Grove. Her pursuit of knowledge is relentless. The Ten would have a hard time fighting her off.
Just think of her like one of your chaplains.
Yes. Only more persistent.
I love both him and her.
But I'll be briefing everyone on the plan soon.
Understood.
I love Katalo and what's her name? I can't. Is she like actually here? Regala?
Aloy, it appears that we have some interesting new guests. I'm glad to see you're okay, though. I heard you gave the Tanakh something to talk about.
I was half expecting you to burst in through the ceiling riding a sunwing.
Sorry to disappoint. Thoughts on our new Zenith acquaintance?
I'd say she smells like death, but even death smells of something. She's more like a cold piece of metal, bent on repelling all semblance of life.
She's definitely different. Have you talked to any of our new friends?
Aaron and I tried speaking to Silence, but apparently our tribal prattle is unnecessary.
Charming, isn't he? Ready to head over to the Zenith base?
Whatever comes.
I mean, should we really be having her go into battle? She's fucking pregnant, so...
I trust you.
Though how she knows, I don't know.
I'll make sure Aaron doesn't punch
I mean, I'm
Silence
sure
in the
there's a
face,
way.
if that's what you mean.
Thanks.
Maybe Regala and Silas and
There's
Tenet.
fun stuff in here now. Must be all of us.
They're probably all in the same room.
I'm gonna clean my gear later. I can do yours if you want.
It's all going to be...
Jeez, I have 4 of those all defenses 3%.
And took out Regala's machines? You know what? I don't even know why I'm surprised. I saw we have visitors and a new weapon. Does this mean we're ready to take the fight to the Zeniths?
Almost. I suppose you saw that Tilda is here. Our very own Zenith.
I almost went up to her to ask her, well, every question I've ever had about the legacy. Every diviner I know would kill to get 5 minutes with one of the old ones. But now that she's here, all I feel is a vague unease. I don't know if I'm scared of finding out more uncomfortable truths, or just scared of her.
Call him A, call him B, I'm sure. Yep.
Are you okay?
I was wondering, is it really safe having someone like Regala here? She seems angry. The kind of angry that leads to murdering people in their sleep.
Don't worry. We're going to point that anger in the right direction. The Zeniths.
If you say so.
I hope our new guests have been behaving.
This Silence, he's the one who built the weapon that can take down Zenith shields?
He is. Though I wouldn't expect him to answer any questions about it. He refuses to dole out his secrets to us lesser mortals.
Oh.
You know that special part of us that makes us warm, kind, welcoming?
Our spirit?
Yeah. He was born without that.
Oh, I love talking shit about Silas. Motherfucker.
You sure you're okay going on this mission? I know things must be happening pretty fast for you.
I've already braved oceans and madmen who thought they were ancestors reborn. Why not
True.
a few immortals with lethal drones at their command, too?
Guess the more the merrier. I need to wrap up a few things, but stay sharp.
I'll be ready when you call.
Aloy, you came back with some interesting friends.
Friends.
She could say we don't need them, but Silence and Tilda are here for a reason. Even Regala.
Yeah. Enemy of my enemy and all that, right?
Right. You, talked to Tilda at all?
I tried. I don't think even a hot forge could melt that ice. And you say she wants to help?
I think so. Well, let's hope. I guess Silence is keeping to himself, as usual.
I was hoping he'd give me an excuse to hammer his sorry ass to the ground.
Please don't.
You telling me you wouldn't want to get just one good hit on that smug face of his? After everything he's done?
Sure. Later.
Sure,
Right
after
now,
he
he's got
doesn't need to
something
be
in mind.
alive anymore.
Doesn't look like any of our guests are making trouble.
Yet. So, Katalo tells me you flew. Well, that's new. I've been busting my balls trying to learn to read. You're out there having all the fun.
Don't worry. You'll be getting all the fun you can handle soon. With the Zeniths.
Just don't die.
Looking forward to it.
I better get going.
Oh, you know where to find me.
I'm pretty sure all three of our new friends are in this room. Yeah, this just the way how it's like assemble your companions.
Okay.
This makes it feels
It's
like
time to get everyone together so Tilda can brief us. But is there anything I should handle before that?
this makes it feels like this is the final mission, and it's like, oh, once you're done with this, the game's over type thing.
All right, people. I need you up in the control room right away. Okay, everyone. We all know what's at stake. Beta, Gaia. Not to mention life on Earth. Now, it might seem like the Zeniths are invincible, but they're not. We've got what it takes to break into their base and defeat them. We even have one of them on our side. Tilda, show us the base.
It is constructed atop the ruins of an ancient military facility on an island to the southwest. I can get us inside. To this location, undetected.
How exactly?
You'll know when you need to. Once inside, our goal will be this structure. The launch tower. Gaia and Beta are being held at the top. But along the way, we will face overwhelming resistance. Most importantly from Gerard, Eric, and the others. But also...
Once I take away their shields, we should be able to deal with them. But it will be easier to deploy the device if someone else is carrying it. I'll need a strong back.
Carry stuff? Yeah, I can do that.
Even if your device works, there will still be Spectre drones scores of.
And there's still one machine I have yet to see yet. What the fuck?
Only we had an army to fight them.
I've got that under control. You'll know when you need to. All right. We'll meet up again just before we go in. Where's the best place to rendezvous?
On the coast, just across from the island. Once there, I'll show you the way.
Okay. I'll let you know when I arrive at the rendezvous point. And then you can join me. In the meantime, do whatever you need to prepare. Understood? You two? A minute? Tilda helped me get in touch with Beta, and she told me something important. There's an
here we go.
installation inside the base. It's called a regulator. Here. Once we're inside, I need you two to split off from everyone else and destroy it. So you'll have to bring explosives. This will help stop the drones. Everything depends on it. You with me? After that, I want you to find a way to infiltrate the Zenith network.
How?
Go over all the data that Beta left behind. She knew how to do it, I'm sure of that.
All right. But why? What am I trying to do?
Find information about the Zeniths. Anything Tilda's not telling us. Silence is right about one thing. There's no way we can take her on her word.
I'll do my best.
Keep her safe, okay?
On my life.
My two favorite characters! Hells yeah! My 2 favorite new characters. I love them. Talk to your companions again.
Did you need something? Bravo. You managed to sway a Zenith to your side. Care to explain?
Not a chance. I thought you said the weapon was ready.
There's always room to optimize. But that's not why you're here. I assume you want to comprehend my undertakings. So, ask away.
Since when were you so forthcoming?
Since you turned this into a waiting game. And as it seems you have found modest success, perhaps I'm willing to be generous.
Okay, so your big plan, everything you've been manipulating for the last few months. Let me see if I got this straight. You learned about the Zeniths from Hades when you interrogated it. Then you came up with a plan to defeat them by using a Tenakth army and that weapon. And to get the Tenakth to fight for you, or rather the Sons of Prometheus, armed Regalla's rebels with override tech.
Did you have an actual question, or are you still playing catch-up?
So all this time, even before I found the coordinates at the Spire, you were out here scheming. Why couldn't you just tell me?
When I learned of the Zenith's return to Earth, I laid out my plans. I knew I would one day require an army of overzealous Tenakth to assault the Zenith base. The casualties would be extreme. And I knew you would never allow such a sacrifice, no matter how necessary. Thus, I devised a means to remove your interference from the equation. At the Hades Proving Lab.
You wanted me to surrender to the Zeniths at the Hades Proving Lab. They almost killed me.
Based on everything I knew about them, I concluded they would find you a useful asset, thereby keeping you out of harm's way and, more importantly, out of my way.
So you really didn't know they had their own clone of Elizabeth?
No. Unfortunately, there was no way I could have known that particular detail.
Detail? Well, I guess if it wasn't for that, we wouldn't be here today. Why create the Sons of Prometheus? You didn't need a Sarah to make override tech.
They were a necessary safeguard. My time serving Hades in the Eclipse demonstrated the risks of getting directly involved. Through the Sons of Prometheus, I could execute my plans, all while remaining anonymous.
Except to a Sarah. How did you get a Sarah to work for you?
I knew there was an associate of the Oseram tinker, Dervahl, who escaped his failed assault on Meridian. It was trivial to track her down and gain her cooperation. She wanted to succeed where Dervahl had failed.
So you promised her Regalla, and the Tenakth. The Sarah would help you create a machine-riding army, and wanted to see Meridian burn as much as she did.
And so a partnership was born out of thirst for blood, bonded
Thirst for
in mutual
blood.
self-interest.
You think you had everything figured out, huh?
I did.
Tell me about the weapon. How does it work?
I've upgraded the delivery system. It now emits a wave-like effect covering a significant distance.
That doesn't fully answer my question.
No, but I'd be a fool to reveal its inner workings. After all, why did you withhold your plan for dealing with the Zenith drones? Yes, even you can appreciate the value of secrecy when warranted. Suffice it to say that the weapon will work. The intricacies of how is knowledge that is mine alone.
Why help Regalla take over? If you wanted an army, you could have just gone to Hekarro.
Before Regalla's rebellion, Hekarro was only concerned with battling machines and fostering friendships with the Karja. Even if I gained his ear, he would never agree to send his forces to battle a threat he couldn't understand.
So helping a bloodthirsty exile was easier.
Yes.
It makes sense.
So.
Makes sense.
All Regalla craved was war against the Karja and anyone who threatens the Tenakth. she would have led the tribe into battle without question, which was precisely what I needed.
While I was out there, I had a couple run-ins with the Quen.
The tribe from across the ocean. And?
Their entire tribe was shaped around the discovery focuses. One of them, Alva, even joined me here. Don't you want to know more about them?
No. They stumbled upon the greatest technological artifact from the ancient world, and what did they do with it? They shrouded the knowledge they unearthed in mysticism and taboo, creating a pantheon out of corporate shills.
Yes.
Well, I can get that.
It also led them to Thebes.
Did it now?
So those run-ins with the Quen I mentioned. On one of them I teamed up with their expedition to search Thebes. We found Pharaoh at the end.
You must have needed Omega clearance. So, what was it like?
Worse than you can imagine.
He single-handedly wiped out collective human knowledge. I'm sure it was still less than he deserved.
Let me guess. You would have scraped him into a jar so you could prod his brain, like what you did with Hades.
For a start.
Alright, Silence. I think I've talked to you long enough. I'll let you know when it's time to go. And try not to mess with Tilda while you're in here, okay? I don't need the two of you butting heads.
Ah, yes. About your Zenith ally. I wonder if you understand what kind of person you're dealing with. For someone to live as long as she has, outlast as many calamities, well, your goals may be aligned now, but I'd watch for the moment they diverge.
Yeah, I'm aware. Reminds me of someone else I know.
Survival is only a necessity to my greater purpose, Aloy. I'd hoped you'd recognize that by now.
Do you know something or not?
Oh, I know a great deal of things. But on this, just call it a feeling.
Oh, a feeling? You mean you finally had one? Huh. Guess even you can change, Silence.
Oh, I love shitting on Silas.
Remember, we need to get Silence weapons to the Zenith base intact if we want to take their shields down.
You nervous?
I'd be lying if I said I'm not slightly apprehensive.
The plan will work if we all focus on our assignments.
Right.
The rest of us should be enough of a distraction to the Zeniths for you to hack into their network undetected. But you'll have to be quick, in case they do.
What exactly do you expect me to find, Aloy?
I don't know. The truth, if we're lucky. I want you to know I'm glad you're with us, Alva.
Whatever happens, I'm grateful that the legacy brought us together. I never thought I'd get to actually meet an ancestor.
Come on, do I look that old? Katala will protect you inside the Zenith base.
I'm not afraid. I know Katala will fulfill his duty, as will I. If we die doing so, at least it'll be alongside a friend.
Aww.
I'd rather you both stay alive, if you don't mind.
Same. I don't want anyone else dying. Anyone that I like, anyway.
Once all this is over, will you go back?
Which is basically everyone that was here besides the new 3 people that we got.
The more I think about it, the more...
Although Regala isn't terrible, but I have a feeling she'll die in this battle. I feel like she's the one that should not be alive.
This focus you gave me, or what they do to me for reading what is clearly forbidden data. Even if I somehow were allowed to carry on my duties as a diviner, would I be willing to let the truths I've learned about the ancestors be buried away by the Board of Overseers? Would I dare challenge them and risk my family's safety? Or losing Federa?
Who's
We can
this
have them come here.
Federa you mentioned?
She is another diviner. One of our best. We used to be rivals at the academy. I hated her guts. But apparently there's a fine line between hate and love. We became very close, and then I was assigned to the expedition. She promised she'd wait for me, no matter how long it took.
Aw. Well, we can have your family come here.
She won't do any better.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
I do. I need to get going.
I'll be at the rendezvous point. May truth lead us to victory.
I hope everybody's ready for this. Fighting the Zeniths isn't going to be easy.
Aloy, nothing you do ever is.
Nope.
Just now you don't have to do it alone.
You are not alone, and everything. Oh, good. We don't have to talk about the Zeniths with you.
Seem to be on better terms now.
He may have terrible taste in music, but he did apologize for mocking my tribe. And that ale he keeps raving about isn't half bad.
Good.
I still plan on beating that stubborn face of his to break our sparring stalemate.
Try not to hurt him too bad.
At least until after we're done with our actual
Everyone
fighting.
here, training, working together. If it weren't for Varl, none of it would have happened.
You know, there was this one night, right before Varl left with you to go to Gemini. He realized I was having trouble sleeping. I was nervous about the mission. To be honest, I think we both were. So, he asked me to join him in Gaia's dome. He brought up this hologram of Earth that you two found back in the Zenith launch facility. We sat there, just looking at it. I thought about how Plainsong was just a speck on that great sphere. How every corner of it must be teeming with life. And any fears I had about our mission were gone.
Aww.
I miss him terribly.
I know.
Are we sure we want to have you again? You're pregnant, lady. Are we sure we want you to be in this battle?
I should go. I'll let you know when I'm ready to head to the base.
Before you do, there is one favor I would ask of you.
What is it?
You placed this focus in my care, and gave me the highest calling an Utaru has ever known. If I should fall in battle, I'd like you to be the one to bury my seed pouch. For the both of us.
So,
make sure you stay alive to do so.
Let's just try to all come back home.
Again,
okay.
You're pregnant. Let's not have you go into battle.
We're finally doing this.
Never thought I'd be off on a mission to take down a bunch of immortals from the stars. I can hear the drinking songs already.
Varl made the right call. You know, bringing you here.
Thanks. Yeah, Varl. You know, I never knew he had a sister. I found out a few days before you guys went to Gemini. I was, well, to be honest, I was terrified I'd screw up the mission somehow. So he sat me down for a drink. Just one, mind you. And we talked about family. Vala, Ursa, loss and revenge. And how you helped us.
You know, we never did get that drink you promised back in the Embrace. And you never told me exactly how your sister escaped the Mad Sun King.
I guess we never got round to it. World ending and all.
Maybe after this mission.
No time like the present, though. If you're up for it.
Fuck it. Might as well. Once I do this stuff. Once I do his other stuff, then I'll do that.
Right, you can have one of my spare focuses, you know.
Yeah, little bugger's got some personality, that's all. You just saved my butt a couple of times now. It wouldn't feel right to leave it behind. You know, besides, it goes with my outfit.
Spoil your look.
Alright, let's have that drink.
You think it's time for us to finally have that drink?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, of course. Oh.
Ah, Aaron, you big lovable bastard.
So, how did Ursa escape Mad Sun King Jiran's palace?
Well, first she had to survive the Sun Ring. See, during the war, the Karja threw a prisoner a day in there. And, you know, for what? To die as sacrifices, fighting machines in a pit. Thinking somehow that was gonna appease all the other deranged machines in the world? Ha! And when it was Ursa's turn, the Karja thought she'd go down if they threw a big machine at her.
Oh, but she didn't.
And she defeated all of them. Even got some of Jiran's kestrels for good measure. And the mad Sun King was impressed, I guess. Thought it'd be funny to have her run around his palace as a servant. He enjoyed humiliating her that way.
I remember you telling me something about that. That's how she met Avad. He helped her escape.
Yeah, but what no Karja scroll will ever tell you is how the young prince snuck Ursa out of the palace. He knew their best chance was to get Ursa to blend in, so he got her everything she needed to disguise herself as a Karja noblewoman. Yeah, perfumes, veils, and all.
I get the feeling she wasn't too happy with that.
Oh man, Ursa would have rather fought her way out of that palace with her bare hands than put on all of that Karja eye paint. But Avad insisted it was the only way, so she agreed under one condition. Avad had to dress up as well.
She made Avad dress up like a noblewoman?
As perfumed and powdered as a babe. Ursa said he looked better like that than he ever did in a crown.
That would, definitely make for an interesting sight.
Oh, it worked like a charm, too. Not only did they make it out of the palace, they paid a traveling merchant to get Ursa to the border, and none were the wiser.
You were right. That was a story best told over a drink.
All good stories are.
Oh, that was a good one. I like that. I like that a lot.
I'll see you at the rendezvous point, with my hammer ready.
And my
Any
axe.
other way.
And my bow. Okay, so I have these two. Where's Regala?
So, how are we feeling about the mission?
I do not know everything that you have planned, but it doesn't matter. All that remains is to follow you to the end, whatever that will be.
Thank you, Kotallo. I'm glad all this brought us together.
You brought us together, and I am grateful too. Oh, and by the way, I was hoping now would be a good time to go back to the Tremortusk site and test my new arm, before we leave on our mission.
Right. I'll let you know when I can make my way there.
Thank you.
Wait, did I not already do that?
We didn't really get to talk about what happened at Gemini.
There was nothing more to say. If he were to Noct, Varl's bravery would
I
have
mean, I thought I already did that mission with him. You know, that's for whatever reason, like, I need to do it again, I'll do it, but...
His deeds were worthy of the 10. When the fight is done, I will have the Inkers etch his memory on my skin, so that it may live on.
I'm sure he'd be honored. Now that training time is over, what's on your mind?
The Bulwark, the Kulrut, and how we need another miracle if we're to survive the Zenith base.
I'll try not to let you down.
I know you will not.
I'll see you soon then.
It will be my honor.
Maybe for whatever, like, I think that was just a, for whatever reason, a glitch or a bug of some sort, because I don't think... Yeah, I don't think that, I think... I'm pretty sure we've already done that mission, so...
This place smells wrong. No sand or wind, only cold steel. And the others up there, your squad.
They can hold their own. As for this base, it may not be what you're used to, but it is a shelter.
Call it what it is. A cage.
You came here on your own.
For the battle you promised. So for now I wait in my cage for your word. Tell me when to strike.
The whole time I've been in the West, I've been fighting you and your rebels. I'd at least like to know why.
You were among the enemy. What more is there to know?
Why did you do it?
Dorok, Jiroka, Makalo, and the Karja pushed into the desert to raid our people. My brother's squad was among the first to intercept them. But the Karja captured them, strung them up, and burned them alive as an example.
Oof.
It was too late. I found them by the sound of their screams.
So you wanted vengeance?
Vengeance? No. I wanted devastation.
Such devastation! This was not my intention.
Hunt down every last survivor and grind their bones until the sky chokes on the dust. But my chief betrayed me. Betrayed the Tanakh.
How did Hikaru betray you?
Hikaru called on the clans to resist the Karja's red raids. But we did more than just defend. We hunted them, and they fled as children before a pack of claw striders all the way to their border. There we ripped down their stone walls. Their domain was ours for the taking. But when it came time to push on, Hikaru ordered us to fall back. What soldier retreats when slaughter is at hand?
The kind who wants peace for their people.
Peace is just a lull between vendettas. But I thought my chief had greater tactics in mind, so I stood by him, even when he allowed that filthy Karja to join our ranks.
Fashav.
I enjoyed watching him die at the embassy. He should have been put down when we first captured him on the field. Instead, Hikaru made him a marshal.
Fashav told me how he became a marshal. He earned it just like any Tanakh.
It was an insult. No outlander can ever deserve to wear our armor, bear our marks. And then a Karja messenger was brought before us? That's when I knew. I had to run my blade through Hikaru and drag his treacherous corpse to the gates of the sun.
What happened when the Karja messenger appeared before Hikaru?
The quivering priests bore a message from their new king. No more war. No more raids. Suddenly the Karja wanted to talk peace. An embassy at the very fortress we tore down? A true Tanakh would never take a Karja truce. Their blood exists to be spilled. But Hikaru lapped up the priest's message. He showed himself a Karja-loving traitor when he accepted. That's when I challenged him.
And lost.
His mercy was just another sign of his weakness. I vowed never to rest until the debt was repaid, with him on his knees before me. So with an army of soldiers and machines at my back, I returned. The day you got in my way.
Yeah, that was fun.
The deal you made. Override tech in exchange for an assault on the Zenith base. How did Silence approach you?
That name means nothing to me. My agreement was with the Oseram Sarah and her sons of Prometheus.
So all this time, you didn't even know who you were really dealing with? And you trusted an Outlander?
If it was a trick, I would have crushed her. But she spoke with the same burning hatred for the Karja. And she offered me the chance to run them down with machines. The terror in your enemy's eyes when they see you charge. You know what I'm talking about. I bet you felt it.
Yeah.
I don't think so. What about your end of the deal? Would you have honored it?
Had I killed Akaro and become chief, these Zeniths would have been the first of the tribe's victories. But because of you, my people will continue to consort with the enemy. A tribe of weaklings.
Because of me, hundreds of Tenakth won't throw away their lives in a battle they can't win. Are you really going to fight alongside me?
I have no reason to betray you.
Really?
I failed to kill Hakaro, failed to eliminate you. No Tenakth would follow me now. The Karja remain out of my reach, cowering behind their walls. All I have left are the screams of those long dead and unending rage. So show me where to bury it.
All right.
All right. I guess we'll both face the end soon enough.
Ever since you got in my way, I've wanted to see your bones burned white beneath the sun. But if I'm to die in battle, then it might as well be with the one who flew with the wings of the Ten.
I'll let you know when it's time to move out.
That was a fun talk. All that's left now is to talk to what's-her-face. Teneth. Hopefully it's not too much.
Just you wait, Varl.
Zoe had a good amount.
There you are.
Silas had a lot.
Done, Aloy. Despite my reservations, you managed to secure Silence and his weapon. You're truly a shining example of Liz's fortitude.
I've been thinking about what you said at your house. How you were friends with Elizabeth. It was more than that, wasn't it?
Perceptive as ever. You're right, we were together for a time.
Okay, so... what happened?
I was an orphan. I had always been alone. By my 30s, I was starting to wonder if that was simply my fate in life. And then I met Liz. We kept running into each other.
Together as in lesbian together, or together as in business partners type thing?
I thought it was just shop talk, an exchange of ideas, but then I was surprised at how much I looked forward to seeing her. Soon we were flying halfway across the world every other week just to meet up. For the first time, I didn't feel lonely. I could imagine a future where I wasn't. I think Liz felt the same way at first. She had lost her mother a few years back. I filled a void for her. I know I did. But as time passed, it seemed as though she wanted less when I wanted more. And so we ended things.
So helping me, restoring Elizabeth's dream, it's what,
a second chance, yes. I made a mistake leaving Earth while Liz stayed behind. I should have done more. So when I saw you, a woman who has carved her own remarkable path, beyond even what made Liz a phenomenon, I knew I had to help you. To do right by her.
Why did you make the data channel look like your house?
I built that house as a shelter to weather any storm. A safe place, not just for me, but for the art stored in its depths. cultural artifacts of incalculable value. Truly, some of the greatest achievements of human civilization.
And you wanted Beta to see them?
Yes. Her upbringing was so cold and technical. I thought if she could experience Vermeer and Rembrandt, it would bring something else into her life. A heritage every bit as valuable as the scientific and technical data being drummed into her. I'm sorry I had to cut off contact, but I'll never regret sharing this house with her. She needed its shelter even more than I did.
You said before that you're not like the other Zeniths. That you never were. But you went along with all of their plans.
Out of necessity. I'm not proud of it. But complicity became a means of survival, both when Earth was consumed and when the colony on Sirius was destroyed. I did what I had to. But I resolved to remain one step ahead of the others, to try to undo what damage I could. Hence the data channel with Beta. The secret passage into their base and the little trick I pulled to save you.
Damn it, why does it not, like,
pulled away?
Take
I've
the X
wondered that
input
for
sometimes?
1,000 years. She was brilliant, visionary. She cared so deeply for the world, for the betterment of humanity. But it also felt like she kept everyone at arm's length, including me. She never wanted to share her burdens. I think, in the end, she had a core that she never let anyone be part of. Sometimes I wonder if anyone really knew her.
I found a recording of you and Elizabeth back in the proving lab after Farzineth's attempt to steal Gaia.
Yes. A most unpleasant conversation.
She said something after the call. I think she regretted how things ended between you.
Did she?
I'll be honest, I don't remember that at all. I mean, if that happened
I've always hated
in the last stream or something, it's like, I'll be honest, some of these things I don't remember at all.
And that her last impression of me was as a functionary of Far Zenith, not who I truly am.
What else can we expect to find in the Zenith base?
As I mentioned in the briefing, our goal will be the command center. That's where Beta and Gaia are being held. There are also printing facilities where the others have been amassing the natural resources they've stripped from the region.
What for?
First for use in the base's infrastructure, and then to fabricate more Spectre drones, a small army of them. In addition, they've also been ferrying materials to and from our ship in orbit. After hundreds of years luxuriating in our digital comforts, the ship was barely space-worthy when we made our escape. Disaster can strike at any moment. We've learned our lesson.
Have you figured out how Silence's weapon works?
No, and he's been very careful not to allow me near it. I'll admit it bothers me, but regardless of how it functions, I am confident it will deactivate the other shields en masse.
How many of them are in the base?
10, including Eric and Gerard. Only a handful of us made it to our ship when our colony collapsed.
So, Eric. Was he always a bloodthirsty psychopath?
I believe he got worse over time. On Earth, he was the founder of a profitable private military company. A band of cutthroats, in other words. Even as governments abandoned human combatants in favor of automated warfare. He found success with clientele that required a more personal touch. There were also rumors that he personally hunted and killed his targets. On occasion,
sounds lovely.
all for the thrill of it. But on Sirius, he retreated to virtual reality simulations. In them, he could go on rampages as violent as he pleased, though I suspect with diminishing satisfaction.
All of his tribe believes he was one of the greatest people from the old world.
Then they would be quite disappointed to meet him. Though I'm sure he'd bask in the adoration.
What can you tell me about Gerard?
He was the head of the world's largest financial conglomerate, and as such had dealings with almost every major corporation. It made him one of the wealthiest people on Earth, and certainly the wealthiest among Far Zenith.
What does one person do with that much money?
Buy more power, more influence. Gerard's always believed himself to be a refined patrician, able to maintain control with a polished smile. But beneath that exterior is a cold and calculating operator. It was his decision to restrict Beta's upbringing to her digital educators, the avatars of the Apollo database, while we were painted as her benefactors.
Well, we'll deal with him soon enough. And the others.
I would very much like to see his face when he realizes we've beaten him.
When I was in the ruins of Vegas, I found data on a man named Stanley Chen. I think he was a Zenith.
Stanley, ever the optimist. He was one of the good ones.
He's dead, though.
When we established our colony, he built an exact replica of Las Vegas
Of course.
in virtual reality. Lights, shows, gambling, every detail perfectly recreated. And while others cloistered themselves in their own fantasies, he flung his doors wide to everyone.
The way you're talking about him, I'm guessing he didn't make it back to Earth?
No, he perished when our colony was destroyed. He would have been thrilled to discover that part of his beloved city survived.
When Beta escaped and hid in an ancient research facility, I saw another one of the Zeniths, Verbena. Who was she?
A dull star amidst a sea of brighter constellations. Unlike most of Far Zenith's members who amassed their wealth through shrewd business deals and technological achievements, Verbena inherited her billions.
Oh, of course.
Her father had achieved great success in the luxury holotourism industry. At age 24, she became the world's most eligible bachelorette, branding herself a life designer. Someone who leverages their fame to influence the choice of others.
What? Like a cult?
In a way, yes.
Yeah,
well,
in a
she
way.
must have done something right to have survived this long.
She was her own brand of ruthless. That much is true. But even rats can cling to a vessel for escape.
OBS is disconnected, but it should be back here shortly.
Okay, so I've had run-ins with a handful of Zeniths. What about the rest?
There it
An
is.
array of the wealthiest people on Earth. Titans of their industries.
And let me guess. All selfish and ruthless to the core?
Most, but not all. There were a few with whom I got along. Annika Murjani, for instance, was always delightful. She founded the Holonet's most successful dance channel and was herself mesmerizing to watch. And I had fascinating discussions with Song Jiao about her work in cellular biology. Our immortality treatments are due in part to her achievements. But then there were others like Devin Miller, the CEO of a fast food printing corporation.
Fast food printing?
His only
What?
real preoccupations were perfecting his golf swing and taking self-hollows. When I think about all of us, we really should have accomplished more. We had eternity.
So much time and nothing to do with it.
Okay.
All right, time for us to
I'll
go.
let you know when it's time.
I'll be here until then. And thank you, Aloy, for giving me this chance. My past has always been a struggle. More than once I've lost everything. But when I look to the future, I see Liz's dream fulfilled. A universe of new possibilities.
Maybe we can make it happen.
We will. I won't let anything get in the way. I promise you that.
All right, I'm gonna make another save. another save once I get to the... thing here.
I see you, champion. Sit, please.
Alright, what's the rumor? Alright, there was a quest too to pick up.
There's someone in Arrowhand who's been looking for you, champion. Goes by the name of Moralo. Sounded like he had something important to discuss.
I'll try to stop by Arrowhand when I can, then.
If you walk
Stay
by,
alert, soldier.
you'll miss out on a good trade.
Be great to see if there's like a way I can see if there's any side quests that just like popped up or anything. Oh yeah, music and metal. That if I did that quest, those guys probably would have joined me. Okay, so they'll show up here. Okay. That looks like it'd be the only one I need to pick up. Yeah, I want to at least pick up this quest because I forgot to do that when I was here earlier. And then we'll continue on.
Champion, I fear we must lean on your strength and generosity again.
Just tell it to her straight, Ducka. The tribe needs the arena. She's our only hope to getting it open again.
You need the arena? But the cool route's over.
That's true, but we also use the arena to boost the tribe's morale.
We use it for training. Herd in machines so our soldiers can experience the glory of the kill in a controlled setting.
Which, of course, boosts morale. But Chief Hikaru won't let us reopen the arena until the ballista protecting the field is repaired.
We need it in case a machine runs amok, and it was damaged during the cool route. The parts we need aren't easy to find.
I get it. You need me to hunt down some machines and grab the parts.
We'd ask someone else, but every squad in the Grove is on alert. But the task is not without compensation, right, Kala?
Of course. Once the arena is open again, I would be honored to invite you to compete. A wide variety of machines will be available.
And I will award you prizes for victory. Not just from the arena, but also for medals won at hunting grounds. You'll be able to trade them for some of the tribe's very best gear.
To fix the ballista, we'll need a sinew from a rollerback, along with some bristleback tusks. Both kinds of machines have been spotted near a campfire to the southeast. You can bring the parts back to me here when you're done.
Okay.
So I'll be able to buy stuff from hunting grounds from this lady,
One more
finally.
thing. If you're going back into the wilds, I have another duty tied to our soldiers' morale. A regrettable one. Every Tanacht soldier carries a tag carved with their squad symbol. Rebels have been hoarding the tags of the soldiers they kill. Regala may be
Oh,
gone,
hey, I got those
but
too.
the holdouts have kept up the practice. You might find such tags at any enemy outpost. If you do, bring them to me. I'll make sure they're returned to the soldier squad mates and loved ones. Having confirmation sometimes soothes their grief. And there
What's
are
with that
bounties
dude?
involved, if
That
matters
dude's
to
just
you.
standing there. He's like,
I've
oh.
already found some of those tags.
Here, a small reward for your efforts. But don't let your guard down. There are still many outposts in the wilds.
Yeah.
Thank you, champion.
I feel like I probably won't do any
Please
more
don't forget the parts
quests
of
or
the
anything until DLC comes up that increases my level and stuff like that.
Finding those parts,
You're
champion.
cute. Oh, this is the arena. Okay. Finally, we got the last thing.
Hikaru has
Can't
united
have
the
machines
clans.
thrashing about. Aloy, need to turn in some tags or trade some medals?
Maybe you won some from hunting grounds. But if you want to turn in the parts, we need to open the arena. We'll have to talk to Kala.
Deathseeker bow. Oh, these are arena medals. What? Now, legendary ones don't look all that great to me. Granted, they have great, Ooh, I like that. Probably won't change the color, though. This one isn't a bad one either. Thunder Warrior, but, yeah.
Good luck on the hunt.
I need to.
Well, I guess I should go.
The funny thing is, like, there's another... There's a trophy for, like, buying... not buying, but, like, having every type of weapons. And apparently I'm missing only one. And I'm like, how the fuck is that possible?
Guess I need to head southeast.
Let's see if I can buy maybe the last weapon. Oh, hello.
I saw a herd of bristlebacks not far from here.
I've heard of...
Like, what kind of weapon am I missing? I have hunter bows, warrior bows, sharpshooter bows. I don't know, it's like another type of a bow.
Your exploits must require supply.
And I'll probably look up what I'm all missing.
You have shown us the way of united.
Walk among us.
What did Pagala think she could achieve?
Every Tanakh will remember your deeds. May your enemies fall.
Another save.
Walk with strength.
These are technically the closest spot. Yeah, that was an area I should have gone to beforehand.
Rain. Not my first choice.
Here, let's go there. We're unlocked.
Zenith base. That shield must be the guarding lights that Noct saw.
Sweet. So I can just uncover campfires by just doing this. Okay, I want to get this one first, and then we'll go. I bet you. So where was it? Where was it? It was like Huh. There was like an opening type. It was like right here, I think, and like this area was like, you know, black. It was like an area I couldn't even go to. Now I think I've got full because now I can fly. So.
I should take care of everything I can before calling in the others to attack the Zenith base.
Oh yeah, this is definitely the final mission. What, I can't even save? Fuck you. I mean, we save at a fucking campfire.
Time to get off.
Alrighty, let's do this. If you progress past this point, you will be locked into singularity and the open world will be unavailable for the duration of the quest. No way back.
Okay, everyone. I'm at the rendezvous point. It's time to rescue Beta and Gaia.
Understood, Aloy. We're on our way.
Aloy.
Where are the others?
Not far behind.
Egghead here couldn't stand traveling with the pack.
Are we all here? Then let's begin.
A tunnel.
An ancient escape route from the ruins on the island. When I realized it ran all the way across the water, I thought it might prove useful to come and go undetected. So I concealed it from the others. Shall we?
I wish there was a less pungent way to get way inside the base.
Agreed.
Hey, he's got his arm on.
There's the launch tower. That plane offers a little cover, so the only viable path is through there. There will be specters guarding it, and many more can be deployed from those hangars.
All right. Alva, Catalo, get to it.
Where are they going?
Somewhere important. Erend, you're with me. You guys, take the high ground in case we need covering fire.
Tactically sound, I suppose. What will she do?
There's a sensor node nearby. If I hack into it, I should be able to scramble the network and keep you undetected. But not for long.
Then we should proceed.
One more thing. Open up the channel to Beta. Audio only.
Aloy,
We're here, and we're coming for you. You know what to do, right?
as long as you hold up your end.
We will. See you soon.
Be careful.
Let's go.
Get to the launch tower as quickly as possible. I'll do my best to conceal our intrusion.
Beware, Aloy. Spectres ahead.
Company. Follow my lead.
That's what I do.
Better use something other than fire.
Live long, kill your ass. Oh! I heard that crunch from here. Hey, for you! Hit the weak Sorry, Aloy. Are you still going?
Okay, I don't know why my controller's feeling very weird right now all of a sudden.
Yeah, that's gonna blow. Watch yourself. Need you, remember? Back. Take this and take it down.
There,
You want
let the
a
acid
taste
do
of
its
this?
job.
I'm coming for you next. I think we got it.
You're right.
sleeping?
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know why my controller's acting weird.
I think there's a cave up there that might get us through that ridge.
Let's climb up to it.
What's in this backpack? Metal bricks?
Aloy, Alva and I are closing in on the regulator.
Keep me posted.
It's creepy in here.
Don't worry. I'll protect you.
Can we please leave the cave now?
Go where? Thought we were supposed to go into this cave. Did I not? Did I go the wrong way? I went the right way, but like, how do I get over there? Okay, I just fucked up. That was my fault.
There's a lot of dead machines on this island.
We killed a great many when we landed here. Their salvage may prove useful to you now.
Another Spectre.
Sneak or fight? You choose. Take it out. You need it? Here we go.
Aloy's under attack! Cover her!
Look at that thing.
Firing!
That's the quick way to take it down. Now I'll finish this.
I can
Don't
keep
you
going.
go dying on me! Boy, you picked the wrong fight. Oh, it looks like Zoe's giving us some supporting fire.
Oh Lord. You should have been dead.
Good job, I stacked. Aloy, you okay there?
Jesus.
That was a decent shot, I guess.
Better than any Oseram.
Any good loot?
A little.
I feel like I definitely should have had, that thing definitely should have been dead way before I... I don't know why my controller's feeling very janky for whatever weird reason.
Tired yet?
Yep. Yeah. He's planted. Sir, weird. Hey,
We're through.
just here. This'll help.
why you gave yourself a buff, but that's fine, I suppose.
We can take this one, Aloy. Keep moving.
That Stormbird carcass should get us over the gap.
I hate stormbirds. But I guess, yeah, dead ones handy enough. Hey, you remember the good old days when our only worry was whether Meridian would be destroyed? You know, instead of the whole world?
Oh, yeah. Good times.
More specters. I'll attack when you do.
There's 3 of them this time. I missed. Okay, why? Okay, why are you acting janked here, controller? Come on.
Well, I'll just leave it here then. Bottoms up.
Anytime you're ready.
Been made.
Now this is why I came along. Hit it again. It's gonna explode.
Oh, there you are. Okay, where's the other one? Oh, bitch.
Better hit it before the plasma flows. I think that's all of them. Let's push on.
What do you get?
Just some parts.
Okay, so they won't give me all the... So I for shit have a lot more berries than what they just gave me. Or is it just from picking from afterwards? I thought it was from your pouch, but I guess no. I guess not.
Hey, you okay?
Yeah. I'll find a way back up. Here. Up this rock.
Okay, can things not be so janked? Things are feeling janked, and I don't know why.
We're gonna have to climb around this corner.
Well, I'll try not to complain.
I can see the way forward. Keep moving.
Going as fast as we can. You all right?
Sort of.
Looks like the others have things under control.
How many specters do the Zeniths have?
They only want to fight at once, that's for sure. Oh! Hello.
Oh my god, what the fuck? It's like my sensitivity is gone to shit or something.
Aloy, Alva and I are in position.
Got it. Do it. Blow the regulator.
A moment while I ignite the charges.
Okay, what the fuck?
Come on. Up the slab.
There, now you want to grab onto it.
Aloy, for you.
Okay.
Alva and Catalo did their job. Now it's Beta's turn.
Aloy? I think we're in trouble.
Whatever you plan to do to stop those specters, you better do it now.
I'm not doing anything. Beta will. She just needs a little time.
Time that we don't have.
Come on, Beta, come on, come on.
What is that?
Yeah, baby!
Our army.
I think you got their attention.
Very clever. You had Beta inject Hephaestus into the base's printer matrix.
Which is faster and more powerful than any cauldron.
Now we can crank out machines to its heart's content. Get to the launch tower before this whole place becomes a war zone.
Too late for that.
Your maneuver, as clever as it is, means that Hephaestus has escaped containment. It will no doubt flee back to the Cauldron network.
We grabbed it once, we'll get it again.
Or we'll find a way to replicate its functionality, perhaps. The Apollo database.
Aloy, in case we don't make it, I just have one regret.
What is it?
We had to do all this climbing.
That a big rock might give us a bridge to get up and through.
Gotcha.
I guess not all the specters are fighting our machines.
Ah, that'd have made it nice and easy.
Just two of them. It's not like we haven't taken care of them before.
Fighting another specter up there.
I think they can handle it. It's weak to acid.
It's here when you want it. This'll help. Oh, they felt that one. Hey, watch this. Idiot meets hammer. Hey, machine. Woo!
There, prime with plasma.
Me, do ya? Come on, let's cross over.
This way.
Big jump.
Big jump. Oh, big stretch.
To the right, I think.
And now to the left.
You can get to the launch tower through the hangar up ahead. I'm heading over to join you now. The hangar's in bad shape, but I can see the way in.
Another
Hurry,
one?
Aloy!
By the blood of the Ten!
Garla? That's a Gala.
I grab it if you need it.
See what I can do with this.
And then
That just doesn't feel... I don't know if you guys can hear, but something was coming... The way the controller was sounding didn't sound all that well to me either. Ow, okay, can you, like, not be in here? Jesus fucking Christ.
I've got an angle.
As do I.
Good work, everyone. Let's go.
Over here, Aloy.
Alright, let's get going.
Look at all this zenith space stuff.
Huzzah.
Come on, let's go!
Oh,
This way, demon!
I bet you this scene only shows up if Regala's alive and she joins you.
This is the death I was promised. Go!
Yep. This scene probably only shows up if Regala's there. Because you knew she was gonna die regardless.
May Regala return peacefully to the cycle.
Please. She cared nothing for peace.
At least she died on her own terms. That was her lot.
Oblivion draws no such distinctions.
Aloy, it's been intense, but Cthulhu got me to a network node. I'm trying to get in.
Keep at it. We're almost to the tower.
Hello, hi.
we know who's been causing all the fuss. Tilda's little pet.
Silence. Zenith inbound. Can we drop their shields, please?
I'm powering it up. Stay still.
This is pointless. You can't hurt us. Face it. You're worms that ooze through the cracks into our basement.
Silence.
One moment more.
But I might just spare you if you give up Tilda. I think it's safe to say she's forfeited her share of our operation. Permanently.
There.
No? Nothing? Fine. All right, people. Light 'em up! Are we supposed to be scared?
Time to die, bitches! Yes, kill all the ones that no one gave a shit about.
We can't let Gerard escape. It won't take long before he preps the shuttle for launch. Then he'll be able to take Beta and Gaia into orbit and onto the Odyssey beyond our reach.
We gotta go through there?
I fail to see another option.
Then we'll carve a path. Ready?
I just like run past them without. Oh, good. Good. It's a game cutscene.
Get to the top and secure Gaia. I'll stop Gerard.
Yeah! Okay, let's go.
I gotta get to the top of the tower and free Beta.
Aloy, run! Die, I say, Phil! Apologies for that. We're okay. All the hurries.
I'm almost into the network.
Just do the best you can.
You know what's funny? If you think about it, the beginning of the game, we started at a launching facility.
Okay, an elevator. Promising.
We started at a space shuttle launching thing, and now we're ending the game at 1-2.
You got some unfinished business, little girl.
Ow.
I don't need a shield to take you out.
Trust me, you're gonna wish you had one. Whoa! I can't let him catch me.
Oh my god, you are fucking paper.
Felt that, didn't ya? I'm taking you down!
Come on now, admit it. You may run.
Aloy, are you there? I'm on my way to help. Just need to find my way in there.
Take that! You wanted to lose, didn't you?
Not much without your shield, are ya?
Woo! Oh, yeah!
Ow.
Ah, don't like that, do ya?
And die.
I almost forgot what it was like to hurt.
Hell. Fucking. Yeah.
Right.
You okay?
I will be. In time. Go. Rescue your sister. I'll leave you with the others to make sure they're all right.
I still think it's so nice that she refers to Beta as her sister. How the fuck have I not found the one more machine? Like, what the fuck? Unless it's a machine that only gets fought during this. Aw, you don't have any loot for me to beg? Aw.
I better take the lift.
Here we go.
Looks like the machine's inspectors have almost wiped each other out. What was that?
Aloy, Gerard just activated the self-destruct failsafe on the printing matrix. He's taking control of a number of systems.
Including the lift?
I'm afraid so. He's restricted its access to the top. You'll have to climb from there.
No, goddammit.
I almost have.
Close, I almost ran to jump.
Errand? Is everyone all right down there?
Mostly. We're cleaning up the last few specters.
What about the Zeniths?
Dead, I think. Zoe told me you got Eric. Good work.
Yeah. Thanks.
Though, to be fair, she was the one that dealt the killing blow.
Aloy, you there? Listen, I got into the network, but only for a minute before I was shut out. I found a bunch of flight plans and trajectories, as if the Zeniths were planning to leave Earth.
Doesn't make any sense.
I know, but there's more. The files I found have a lot of references to something called Nemesis. Whatever it is, the Zeniths are afraid of it.
Alva? Alva! What's going on here? Maybe Beta can help me figure it out. If she's okay.
Nemesis. Lovely. Hey, guys, that might be our last machine that they're scared of. Let's do this! Hey, sis.
Are you okay? Look, I know you've been through a lot, but you have to help me access the Zenith network. I need to see their files, anything referring to the word Nemesis. Okay. Over there. The systems are down all over the base. I should be able to take advantage of... Yes, Nemesis. Here. There's something in deep space. It's following the Zeniths to Earth.
Oh, that's great.
Look. Escape vectors. Alva tried to warn me about this. The Zeniths aren't planning to stay here. It's a machine of some kind. Or a swarm of them. The energy readings are astronomical. Aloy, I don't think a natural disaster destroyed the Zenith colony on Sirius. This thing did. Earth isn't a new home for them. It's a way station. They're on the run.
Uh-oh. And she's the baddie, isn't she?
I see you've been busy.
And you've been lying. Nemesis, what is it?
It is us. The minds of Far Zenith. Or failed copies of them, anyway. Back on Sirius, some of my peers weren't satisfied with physical immortality. They wanted digital transcendence. A way to upload their minds into any form, organic or mechanical. Nemesis was a failed experiment to that effect. Abandoned, but never erased. An immense database of our memories, emotions, and prejudices left to fester.
Lovely.
And it destroyed your colony?
We didn't realize it had gained sentience until it broke containment. It had everything it needed from our memories. Security protocols, system specs, override codes. It hacked everything before we knew what hit us. Then it took over our printing facilities, allowing it to gain any machine form it needed to wipe us out.
But why?
Imagine being trapped alone for decades with only the twisted echoes of megalomaniacs for company. It hates us for abandoning it to that prison. And now that it's free, it will do anything to destroy us, including denying us a safe harbor on Earth.
The extinction signal that woke Hades. You didn't send it. Nemesis did.
Finally, you understand. And when that failed, it launched from Sirius to finish the job itself. Which is why we must flee to a random planet circling a random star, somewhere it can never find us.
With Gaia. So you can build yourself a new world.
That's the plan. Even now. Earth is finished, Aloy. Nemesis will scour it of life to deny its creators a viable home. But Elizabeth's dream won't die. You'll come with me to the stars. And with Gaia, we'll create a new world. Together. Where that monstrosity could never find us.
What? No.
I loved Elizabeth. More than you could ever know. and I let her stay behind to die with the rest of humanity. A mistake I have regretted for 1,000 years. Now she stands before me again. Not some inferior copy.
Ooh, fuck you.
But her best possible self. So I'm not asking. You're coming with me. It may seem harsh now, but you'll forgive me in a few centuries.
You can't force me, Tilda. Your shield is gone.
I have something better. Spectre Prime, to me.
Oh, no, this is probably our last machine.
Take cover! Get to the door! Submit, Aloy. You can't win. No!
I've heard that before.
I knew you didn't truly want to hurt me.
Do some damage. I better scan that thing first.
Sticks and stones against the lightning.
Oh my god, why is my controller acting up?
Ask yourself why you're holding back.
I can target its gold plating.
I can endure. You cannot.
Elemental ammo's making a dent in those gold plates.
Execute attack. Pattern data.
I need more ammo.
This Spectre was designed to survive against more than that.
Ow.
You're not taking me, Tilda!
Sticks and stones against the lightning.
That thing's fast. Gold plates are vulnerable to elemental ammo.
Ow.
I do not wish to warn you.
Ow.
This
Okay.
Spectre was designed to survive against more than that.
I'll shut you down.
You fought well. Now live.
That doesn't sound all that great to me.
Quick!
Gotcha, bitch.
It's over. Why couldn't you just let me choose?
Is there anything I can pick up over there? Nope, okay. Oh, here we are. There we go.
She tried to take you.
Yeah.
And she told you about Nemesis.
So you've known all along.
From Hades, yes. Along with data on how to circumvent the Zenith shields. Everything I did to create the rebel army was based on that knowledge. To reach this place, this moment.
And you couldn't just tell me?
Come now, Aloy. You're the last person to act sensibly in the face of impossible odds.
Somewhat
when
true.
I learned of Nemesis from Hades, I saw the pieces on the board and how to play them. And in that same moment, I knew it was a game you would never play. That you would interfere and attempt to save the Tanact. I was correct, to a point. You ruined my plans, but brought your own to fruition. The end result
Then
is
what?
the same. We're here. And now it's time for me to leave this doomed planet behind. To seize the Odyssey and the Apollo database and begin a new chapter in my pursuit of knowledge, one with infinite possibilities. You can join me if you so desire. You've more than earned your place. Unlike Tilda, I'm extending a polite invitation.
You're going to just take off? And abandon everything? Stay. Help me fight that thing.
Perhaps Tilda didn't adequately define the threat. Nemesis can't be stopped. It destroyed a highly advanced Zenith colony in a matter of hours. What hope does this primitive tribal Earth have? If you brought Gaia, you wouldn't be abandoning life, you'd be saving a seed for a new world. Just as Elizabeth did. It's the choice she made. The sacrifice of all that is for the hope of what might be. If she were here in your place, she would board that shuttle, Aloy.
Found her.
Is she hurt?
Still on her feet.
Thank the Ten.
Goodbye, Silence.
Oh boy.
She looks okay.
She looks victorious.
Not quite.
As always.
Aloy. You did it.
Hey, where's he going?
As far away as anyone can go.
Oh. Are you sure?
Yep, he's making his way back.
You're staying.
For a time. You people are going to need all of the help you can get.
Is this not the
Does
end?
anyone else need a drink?
Not if it's that ale of yours.
I'd be fine with a nap.
Excellent idea.
I hope it's really over this time.
Is it over?
There's another battle ahead, Elizabeth.
Wow, okay, so it's... Okay, definitely a sequel bait here.
Very different than the one you fought. It's not about the distant hope of creating a new world. It's about preserving the one we have. My friends have a new mission. Just spread the word and ask for help. They've taken it in stride. I think it's because they've always known what I've only just started to understand. That the people of this world have the strength to fight any battle.
Is that Regala's body?
The ingenuity to solve any problem. Courage to overcome any obstacle. And the resilience to rise after any setback. As for me, I can't say I'm not afraid. What lies ahead will be harder than anything we've faced before. But I know I can put the fear aside. Because for the first time in my life, I feel like I'm not alone.
So are we still missing a Festus? Can I control this? I don't think so, no. But oh my lord, okay. Fantastic. I really like this game. This game was a lot better than the first game in terms of the characters showing more emotions and movements during those talking scenes. I love that a lot. I love how they did the inventory spaces compared to that one where you didn't really have a set. It was like, oh, your inventory can only get this much and can only hold that much. I'm glad that they incorporated a stash box. And everything that you picked up went straight into it, too, as soon as it was full of everything else. So I loved that. That was really great. I love how this was straight. It was a straight follow-up to, you know, it was a 6-month gap. And I'm going to be curious because obviously this, like, the first game was a setup for a sequel as well. Don't get me wrong. But it didn't really have a dire... As a dire situation, it was more of like a, oh, what's Silas going to do with Hades type situation. It was more like a, this one's more definitely set up as like a third game. Obviously, a third game is going to be coming. I'm curious, though, if it will be the, let's say, the final game of this series. I don't know what kind of story Guerrilla Games are trying to tell, but, or Guerrilla Studios, whoever it is, but I like it. I like this world. I said before and I said again, they did incorporate a lot of great things, like the whole inventory thing. I loved how they even, what's the word? They even changed the menu a bit in there too in a little bit, where it's more like, oh, here's like, the weapons are in sections, like, oh, there's your spears, there's your throwing spears. There's your bows. There's your hunter bows. There's your blast whatever stuff. So I liked that. I like that a lot. And then the armor as well. Obviously, like I said, with the inventory, there's like a, hey, this whole section right here, safe to sell. Hey, this section down here, you could sell, but they're also used for upgrade. Food items, such and such. Love that a lot. The one thing I have to say is I don't understand why they got rid of the lure call. I don't understand why they got rid of the lure call for this. I get it in a way that they want you to use the rocks, but was there also a lock-on? I can't remember. Was there a lock-on in the first game? Does this game have a lock-on? I don't think so. I mean, I know you could tag them, and that's maybe set up as a lock-on, but I don't know. Either way, I enjoyed this game, start to finish. And going back to the lure call thing, I guess that's what they want you to use the rocks for. And granted, that's what the rocks were for in the first game as well, but you just had only 10 on you at a time. And as soon as I got the lure call, I always used the lure call. Combat felt a lot better as well. I mean, it was basically somewhat the same, but at the same time, it was different. It had some improvements. The acting, like I said, the characters and everything else, vastly improved. Well, the story, I guess, yeah, I haven't really talked about the story. The story was great. I'm saying that flat out. This story was fantastic. And like I said, I'm glad that was and granted, some games do this a lot where it is a straight sequel. But I love the fact that it wasn't a whole, like, oh, it's been 5 years since we did this thing, you know, since the first game, you know. No, it was just 6 months, and during that 6 months, Aloy was just going around the world to the different Gaia facilities or wherever it was to try to find a replacement of Gaia. So yeah, let's talk about. I honestly don't know why, for whatever reason, my controls just felt weird during that last segment. Like the haptic feedback was going all over. Or not haptic feedback, but it was like the sensitivity was like way higher than it usually was. I don't know how or whatever, but I don't know. Let's talk about the Far Zenith people. They all fucking sucked. Tilla, I guess, had a little bit of okayness to her, but at the same time, she was a piece of shit. The whole evacuating Earth thing, okay, yep. And obviously I knew Silas was going to leave, but I wonder if they got the Apollo thing then. Did they get Apollo or not? And did we get Hephaestus back? I don't know. I'm going back to that scene before the credits rolled where where Beta, can we give her a different name? Like, Beta's just a bad name for her. Can we just give her a different name? Literally anything. Oh well. So you saw, like, it had the you know, the flower petals behind her that, like, and it had the symbols for each of them on there, and 2 of them were blank. But I think the one for Apollo. No, the one for Apollo is not the one in the cradle. That's something else. I'd have to look around again to see, but. The point is 2 of them are blank, and I'm going to assume it's Apollo and Hephaestus. Because I'm going to assume we don't have Hephaestus, because guess what? Because, yeah, that's exactly like what Silas says. Like, Beta uploaded Hephaestus into their printer in order for him to make machines. And as Silas said afterwards, like, that's going to that's going to unleash Hephaestus again. And it's like, well, we caught him once, we'll catch him again. And there it is, right there. That's the perfect setup. Be like, hey, that's why you'll still be fighting machines in the 3rd game, is because Hephaestus is still out and about. And I don't know, I'm going to be so curious as to how they're going to expand on this now. Now, granted, I'm sure they'll find a way, but like I'm so curious. I also feel like I don't want them to expand too much, because I feel like they put way too much stuff in here too for things to do. Like, I feel like the first game had a good balance of side content with the main stuff, and I loved it more so that the side. Now, granted, there were a couple main story, I don't want to say consequences, but implications, I guess. There were some in the first game. You know, there's like, hey, you got, if you do these specific side quests, then these people will help you in that final fight at the last mission of the game. I liked that. This one didn't really have too much of it in a way. I mean, obviously, Kotaro, it probably improved his fact with his robotic arm. So that, even though he wasn't really shown in much scenes with it on, I think we only saw him with it on making our way into the base. But at the end there, you saw that he didn't have it on. So at least I don't think, yeah, no, because exactly, he said it right there during his quest. He's like, he had it on, then he took off, and then Aloy's like, why you do that? It's like, well, I'll have it on during fighting, but when I'm not fighting, I'm keeping it off. So that's, I bet you that's a way to make it be like, oh, here's what happens if you wouldn't do it. Speaking of the new characters, I like majority of the new characters, and I do like the fact that some of the returning characters also, like obviously Aaron and Varl. Although I guess, again, if someone had to die, it had to be Varl, because straight up, I said before earlier in the stream, he was the only one out of all our companions that didn't have a quest tied to him. Unless someone died during this fight. Like, if Aaron died during this fight, it'd be like, okay, yep, nope. That has me a little bit worried about the third game now. I was like, okay, who's gonna die during the third game now? But no, I did like this game a lot. It was very fun. It had a lot of highs for me. Some of the negatives, there's just moments, again, I don't know if it was a weird technical thing, but my controller just felt off during that final mission. No other time during this game was my controller ever feeling wonky until right there during that final mission. It's like, what the fuck is with my controller? Why am I getting, why is the sensitivity so high or low or whatever? So I don't get that. Obviously, it's a beautiful looking game. It looks so much better. I loved all the improvements they did. Other bad things. I don't know. I feel like a lot of some of the combat does need some improvement as well. I think it did get some improvements from the first game, but I feel like it still has a ways to go to get some better improvement in a way. And granted, it might just be the way that I'm playing. I always like charging headfirst into the fights and such, so I don't really play quote-unquote smart. If you guys watch my Elden Ring live stream, you can see that in a way too, where I just like charging headfirst into the fights. So, I mean, I'm a fucking tank in 14, so of course I'm the one that has to lead the charge and take all the aggro. So, what else? What I also didn't like about this game, I want to say this not in a bad way, but I feel like they had so much stuff. They put way too much stuff in here for people to be like, oh, I want to do everything. And I'm one of those people. I'm one of those people like, oh, like you see all those question marks on the map. You see all these things like, oh, you found this before, but now you can do the thing since you have the upgrade. I'm one of those people that want to do all that stuff. However, there's not really an incentive to do that unless you be like, want to do it. But if you're like only doing this for complete, like for getting all the trophies, you don't need to do everything. Oh, the big thing I dislike. Fucking Machine Strike, that board game. I am not a big fan of that game, and obviously I have not seen a lot of people talk great about that little mini game. Now, granted, all you have to do is just beat 2 people to get the trophy for it. Thank God. Could you imagine if you had to beat everyone? I would be like, fuck that. Because I could not. I just could not. Machine Strike is definitely a big miss, in my opinion, for this. I see no reason. Granted, I somewhat get it in a way. I get it in a way. Like, and that's just, like I said, I think that just goes to show that they put way too much stuff in here. Not that it's a bad thing, majority of it, but I feel like they've just put way too much in here for it, with not enough rewards at the end. And I'll make that point more clear. The level. Your max level being at 50. Like, I have so many, like, oh god, actually I think you do. Oh my god, there's skill points probably tied to the Machine Strike people. Fuck, so you have to beat them all in order to get all the upgrades for your character. God damn, that's gonna be a pain in the ass, because Machine Strike fucking sucks. I think I mentioned that during like my last stream with this as well, where it's like, Oh yeah, here's Machine Strike. Bada boom, bada boom. That's gonna be a pain in the ass. Oh well, it's not like I will platinum this game at some point. Along with the first game. Or maybe I'll wait till the third game so that I can platinum all 3 of them in a row. Because yeah, there's definitely going to be another game. And I for sure see another game coming out. Just hopefully the third game does not fall into the same misfortunes that the first game and this game had. The misfortune was this game released, I think, released a few weeks before Breath of the Wild and the Switch came out. So this game got fucked. Or the first game got fucked. And then this game released literally a week before Elden Ring came out. And this game got fucked. So much so that some of the developers of this game were blasting Elden Ring online. And it's like, no. So I hope whenever they plan to make a third game that they can release it and nothing else will fuck with them. Because these games are fun. I like the first game. The second game had a lot of improvements. I just wish they had Lore Call. Hopefully they bring that back into the third game. Bring me Lore Call. I don't mind the rocks, but at the same time, Lore Call was so much better. Now, DLC. I would not be surprised if there's DLC. I would laugh if DLC, let's say DLC just gets announced like on Friday. I'd be like, oh, that's hilarious. I literally just beat the game and now DLC's got announced for it. That'd be great. But obviously I wouldn't be, the DLC will not be coming out before next week Thursday. I would highly doubt that. I actually wouldn't be surprised if they announced DLC for this in June when E3 was supposed to happen. I would not be surprised about that at all. It'd be like, hey, yep, there's DLC and I expect it sometime later this year. I would not be surprised. You know for damn sure there's going to be DLC. So yeah, like I said, I feel like there's way more quests in this game than before. I'm not a big fan. I'm somewhat okay with how they've implemented, upgrading. I mean, I'm glad that you're able to upgrade your weapons, unlike in the first game. But, and granted, I somewhat get in the way. It's like, it's a lot more scavenging in this game than the first one, which I'm okay with to some extent. However, what I'm not okay with is the fucking cauldrons. How they did the cauldrons in this. I mean, I like how they did the cauldrons, but I mean like the override for machines. It's like, oh, you can override some machines, but in order to override the actual ones that you would want to override, you need to go beat them and get specific parts, either 2 or 3 of them. And you're like, oh, fuck. Because sometimes you need to either detach the things from them, or you need to destroy the machines altogether in order to get the parts. And a lot of the time, it's very hard to get those parts. So, I hope they improve on that a little bit as well. And like I said, I wish there wasn't a level cap, or I wish they could do what they did with Assassin's Creed Odyssey or Origins, where it's like, hey, you reach the max level, but you still get experience, and every time you fill that bar up, you get a skill point. I wish they did that for this too, because it's like, what's the point of Aloy, Beta, and Elizabeth Sobek? It's like, what's the point of having what's the point of still getting experience points if you're already at the max level? And like I said, I'm not at the max level. I mean, I am at the max level, but like, if they do what they did in the first game, where they will increase the max level to 60, I hope they do. I don't see a way that they could implement another skill tree in there from this one, unless they want to squish it a little bit more than it already is. But yeah, okay, I'm just gonna skip these credits. How can I? Okay, there we go. It's like I'm skipping the credits. I don't need to see those credits. I was fine with the other one. Discovered Nemesis. Put an end to the Zenith spam threat and discovered Nemesis. Congratulations on defeating the first Zenith threat. You are now free to continue exploration and complete any unfinished quests and activities. Thank you for playing the Horizon team. What? Why are they showing me all of the fucking things?
Focus. It's Varl's. I used to think no Nora would ever accept one. Varl did. Even when he was overwhelmed. He refused to let me push him away. Maybe one day, I'll head back to the Sacred Lands and see Sona again. Tell her what her son accomplished. And how brave he was.
Yeah. Yeah. Like I said, I like this game a lot. Definitely had a lot of bigger, better improvements than the first game. Oh, and Beta's up here now. Oh. It's just us. So we unleashed Hephaestus on the Xen's printer matrix to wipe up an army of machines to fight the specters, and it worked great. But doing so meant we had to unleash Hephaestus back into the wilds, where it will continue to be a major problem. Not so great. Little analysis / prognation. Bad news first. Hephaestus will undoubtedly retreat back to the Cauldron Network, and will be undoubtedly attempting to fulfill the same malignant mission it has pursued since gain sentience. Protect the terraforming system from the predation of malfunctioning combat machines to kill human hunters. Even worse, it will probably be stronger than ever before. Contact with the Xen's network will likely have supercharged it, giving it access to new technology, tools, and upgrades. Because it can learn and rewrite itself, there's no way it will fall for the same trick that defeated it before. So recapturing that Cauldron Gemini is a non-starter. There are some silver linings. Even though the merge with Gaia was aborted, she was able to copy over some of the original Hephaestus codebase. On top of that, Silas has extracted some extremely helpful data from the Xenth copy of Apollo. Combined, these developments should enable Gaia to exert significantly more influence over the terraforming system. She won't be able to take direct control of machines or stop Hephaestus from building combat units, but she estimates that by deploying a variety of workarounds, she can stabilize the biosphere within a year. So we won't all die, at least not before Nemesis arrives. In addition, since she now has some of Hephaestus' source code, we should be able to develop new strategies to contain it. It'll take time, of course, but round 2 is coming, Hephaestus, and next time I'll be ready for you. Hells yeah. Yo, I like that. Okay, yeah, so unlike the first game, we actually can stay in this.
Well, now I know where metal flowers come from. A last-ditch effort to stop the Pharaoh Plague. Demeter must have started distributing them after it took refuge in the greenhouse.
So it's not like the first game where it's like, oh yeah, you can go do side missions and shit like that, and then you can continue and do the main game again or whatever. Where is the fucking... There's a thing on the wall that like... Here it is. So yeah, see, they had like all those up there, so... Alright, out of pure curiosity, let's talk to Beta.
What are you up to?
I'm getting a head start on looking for ways to temporarily stabilize the biosphere. We may not have Hephaestus, but I'm sure we can come up with something.
So okay, I can somewhat like that too, where it's like, hey, we beat. It's like it's not a whole like, oh, the final mission is always gonna be there for you to go grab and something. So, but I can't play Aaron and Strike.
Everything okay, Gaia?
Yes, it is good to be home. Although my heuristic matrix will take some time to reinitialize. I must ensure that all Zenith code has been purged from my systems.
Good idea. Take as long as you need.
So yeah. Yeah. So that's it, guys. That is Horizon Forbidden West. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Like I said, if there's DLC, I will gladly go and tackle DLC when the time comes. Yeah, I don't see any way that they can incorporate another skill tree in here, and even what it would be. Like, I can see them expanding like Infiltrator and Machine Mass. Like, I can see them expanding these 3 or 4 because there's not a bottom row, unlike with these 2. So I can see them expanding, but I don't see them flat out. I don't see them flat out giving us another skill tree. So. But yeah, that's it. That is it. We have done almost basically everything that we can in this game. And I've enjoyed it. I've said basically my entire piece. in the last videos, or in this at the end of the credits here. So yeah, I can't wait. Maybe what I'll end up doing is I'll probably just load up here. You know what? I should probably make it save. I'm gonna save on the file before, or the other file, the one before I went out to the final mission. And probably what I'll end up doing is I'll probably just reload that file every single time and probably just go around and do everything, or majority of this stuff, and maybe make another save. And then maybe that'll be the save I do before, say, like, DLC comes out. This was not... Well, I guess there's a fire here. So, yeah. There's a lot of good stuff still.
So cold.
And, yeah, I'm curious as to find out what the DLC will be. And I'm curious to find out what,
Don't let the pretty
what the, oh! There we go. I haven't had a rope caster. The rope caster was the one thing I never had. There we go. The rope caster was the one thing I never had, which is weird to me that the rope caster wasn't a part of any of the rope caster wasn't part of any of the hunting missions like it was in the first game. But yeah, like I said, guys, I'll probably make another save. Let's see, which one was it? This one? Yeah, it'd have to be this one because this is the one that we did beforehand, right? Yeah, that's the higher one. Yeah. So, I like this game. I can't wait to see what the future holds, whether it be in DLC or the next game. And when that happens, look forward to a stream of it. So thank you all for watching this. So what is next, guys? Well, as I mentioned before, I will be live streaming Ghostwire Tokyo on Thursdays now. So next week, Thursday, will be the premiere of Ghostwire Tokyo, which I'm actually very excited for. So I cannot wait. Yay! But anyway, guys, that is going to do it for this stream. Thank you all for watching it, whether you watch it live or archived here on YouTube. Like I said, I'll be back on next week, Thursday, for the premiere of Ghostwire Tokyo. But I will be back even earlier than that. I'll be back on Saturday for some more Elden Ring, and Tuesday for some more Elden Ring. Unless we somehow wrap up Elden Ring on Saturday. We'll see. All right, guys. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.